Lad culture as an idea is something that has been around for a while, has emerged at different times, and I think different people have different experiences of it, and it comes out in different ways, and it comes out at different times.
A lady came into the store one day asking for some material. Some material she wanted. Felt she got.
So lad culture for me is a sort of a pack mentality, a group mentality of typically men, but women can participate as well, going around engaging in heavy drinking. Sometimes it involves drug taking, and typical misogynistic, homophobic and racist dialogue as part of it as well.
Lad culture, as it would be looked at as a stereotype, as in, oh yeah, we just get like hammered and all that other stuff. But we do have a lads culture, as in, yeah, it's a team full of boys, so we got banter. Like everyone runs jokes on each other. We talk about this like girls and blah blah blah, all that stuff, and it's just like, yeah, it's like a friendship group kind of mentality. So that's the way I would look at it, is we do have lads culture, because but at the end of the day, you can't just be there and just be quiet and have no fun at all. Like,
a lad is like someone who likes to have fun, goes out drinking with all his friends, like does a lot of stuff with all his teammates, goes have fun with girls and stuff like that. I guess that's what a lad is.
It has a negative impact on the images of sports teams and of the union and of students as well. And it can have such negative effects as women have been pregnant as a result of lad culture, sexually assaulted, people have died of drug overdoses, people don't want to join sports teams, people feel intimidated by them on a night out.
If you think about that example of lad culture at universities, sometimes guys are going out for a night out clubbing, and that might be when they're sort of taking part in lad culture, and they might express themselves in a way that can be seen as sort of part of a lad culture, but actually on their own or in smaller groups, they might not be anything like that. So it's quite complicated, and I think you've got to be careful in terms of how you characterise it.
Feeling like they have ownership of women, feeling like they can touch women because of what they're wearing, feeling like they're entitled to women as well, particularly sports teams that might have a male team and a female team. They may feel like they're entitled to go out and try and get with some of the women, sexually harass them, and that's not okay. Like, they're not entitled to anything.
because as much as it's like groupie culture, like a lot of the people that you would say, it's not really groupies, but the people that you'd say will genuinely be around us more are people that genuinely we know outside of the sport, so we just know them in general. So yeah, those are the people that would really gravitate towards us more than anything.
I'd say a funny story was about last week. We went to Liquid together, and there was these group of girls who all saw us in our jackets, and they ended up following us back home to the frat house. And I don't know what they wanted, but we just wanted to go play some PlayStation, and we ended up doing that. And they just sat on the sofas just watching us. So I don't know what they expected, but that's what we are. We are who we are.
When we were selling our tickets for our event the other day, a girl on the strip came up to one of the boys and she was like, "I'll pay you £3 if I can take a picture of you and put it on my Snapchat."
Ship it! Hey, good fucking defense! Good defense! Hey!
They treat me as one of the other guys. I think a lad's confident, and definitely the boys are confident. A bit mischievous, not in a bad way, obviously they never do anything bad, but they're mischievous, like when we go out and just banter between us. And just, obviously it's not the majority, like some of them are like involved with a few girls, but that's what boys were in university, like it's to be expected.
Yeah, there are people who are looking for girlfriends, people who don't want girlfriends because they have a lot of girls that are interested in them and they're dealing with them. There are people that have had long-term relationships, and yeah, it's a really, really like, it's different cultures.
Yes!
I love that shit. Love that.
Yeah, the Burners is a family, without a doubt. That's one thing that we always push forward more than anything. Like, we're a family. The moment you join, you've instantly got 50 other brothers on the team.
When you make a big play or something like that, everyone just goes crazy. In the football, you score a goal, it's like, okay, well done, lad. That's it, that's about it, really. But American football, the hype is just insane, the atmosphere from everyone in your team. just the best experience ever. Me being social sec, I aim to bring this season a complete different social side. So I'm talking about parties, going out every Wednesday, getting the whole team involved as a brotherhood. Boys, when you've got your burners jackets on as well, like you all walk around together, you just feel like a complete unit kind of thing. But the lifestyle, for me, I think is perfect.
Tell me what your name is. I don't really care who you came with. Unless you got a couple friends look like you. My bad if my ex try to fight you. Roll up soon as I roll in. Security better get with the program. Too deep, ain't nowhere to stand. So high, ain't nowhere to land.
House parties and stuff like that, it's always crazy because police will turn up like 3 or 4 times in a night and be complaining. Like I remember there was one time we had a party, somebody passed out in the front garden. Like there was things were trashed everywhere. The house had things broken, like the sinks were hanging off and some of the banister railings were disappeared and people, like the toilets was trashed. All kinds of stuff, man. It's been crazy, like smashed bottles and all kinds of stuff. Like, yeah, it gets wild, it gets wild. People get down when they come to the burners parties.
Phone take a picture, yeah, that you fit tweet. Tell them, y'all, them wine, yeah, them careful. Me a boom it and I catch it on the beat, me just a drop it. Oh, me twerk it and I slap it on the gong like me a map it. Oh, me stuck it and I pop it and I wine it and I lap it. Take a picture, you fit snap it, Facebook it, but crap it. And yes, I saw me like it. Bring your body, come and make me ride it. Ride it like a bike.
Social life doesn't get the most priority. If anything gets the most priority, it's actually like playing. Like training and, yeah, training is number one. Training, game time, anything is number one. Social life is a nice extension of the culture, but yeah, training is more important than anything because you'll be shunned upon if you come to training and say you don't want to train because you got a hangover.
Oh, but yeah, yeah. To be honest with you.
Run! Connell has theorised about that, this idea of a hierarchy of masculinity, and that is that you know, even though a lot of men can't actually ever get there, they're always aspiring to this sort of version of masculinity, which is almost one that nobody can get to.
One thing that's made big of is like just, sorry for my language, but just don't be a bitch. Like, don't come up with silly excuses and silly things and be like a person who overthinks things over little things.
Some people like myself, if someone was to say, Sam, do this, and I can't do it right, if someone was to say, Sam, are you a bitch or are you pussy, that will actually, you know, motivate me to actually try harder.
They would never call me a bitch, don't get me wrong. Like, they'll refer to like people as bitches and stuff, but like when I'm around them, I'll look at them and they'll be like, oh, people. Like, they'll change the word, like they know like I can't stand it.
Someone says that to me, I don't see it as a girl, I see that as sort of, are you scared? You know, why are you not trying your best? I don't sort of associate it as, oh, are you a woman? Are you a female? Some people do, some people don't. But we don't like to use that sort of terminology, especially this year, because with having a female in the team, we don't use the word bitch around her. We don't use pussy. We try and keep it as clean as possible because she's part of the team now. She's the family. So we've got to be respectful. They're
not actually being like putting women down. That's not what they're doing. It's just a word that's been saying a lot around in society. So like in music and stuff, everyone's using the word bitch. So it's kind of a thing for them to do. But it's definitely one of my pet hates. Like, everyone I know knows I can't stand the word.
To that family aspect, that brotherhood, we always look out for each other. You know, when one person is feeling down or he's going through something, we all make sure we get involved to help out.
As a girl, I'm always with them, like even not only at games or training, I'm always with them like night times or when we go out and stuff, and I'm always the only girl. So they always talk about stuff around me. They don't see me as like a girl that would talk about to other people. So yeah, definitely one of the lads.
Oh, that's a great kick, boys!
we're always getting blown up on Yik Yak all the time. Like loads of people typing about our parties.
Things were said, oh, who's this new Burners bitch? Share her around, lads.
Trying to be like the alphas and whatnot, and we just like think everybody loves us and we love ourselves. We think we're better than everybody else on the campus. We think, everybody should just look up to us and want to be like us. We want people to be like us, as in we want you to join the team. But it's not like we look down on anybody saying we're better than you and whatnot.
Maybe jealousy in some way, because obviously we're a big team, we're like a big family. We're proud to be part of the Burners.
We're trying to shake off the stereotypes of like that whole like jocks and athletes, and we're showing that we are nice people. We are trying to do nice things for other people too.
I don't think I would say that all lad culture is like therefore problematic, because I think that's one of the reasons why I think it's important that we have more research about the subjectivities of lad culture and masculinities.
It's just being part of a family. It's being part of something different.
It's something they need to be clear on at the beginning of every year in freshers, to be like, we're in medical football, yes, there is this whole frat idea and we enjoy that in this way and that way, but for us it's more about the brotherhood. We need to put that above everything, and making sure that we're all okay, rather than trying to live up to the whole American football image.